first off, just really honored to be in the tournament, and appreciate the committee and their respect for this team, and in rewarding this team for a #1 seed. You know, this team has really worked extremely hard all year to add 4 new starters to the mix, 2 new players that have you know, not even been in our program. It's just really phenomenal to go 30-2 and to win the SEC regular season outright, and then come back and win the tournament championship 3 straight days. You know, my hat's off to this team. They have been tremendous. Jazz has had an unbelievable season. She is playing at an extremely high level. I think that's why our team is, I know that's why our team is as successful as it is. And, you know, I need her to continue to be locked in because she is infectious to our team, good, bad, and indifferent. Her level of play, her focus is really, you know, it's really paramount to the success of this team. It has been all year. As I said, she's had an incredible season. Again, as a true point guard, I'd like to know who's playing better. She's got the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the country. Again, her team is 30-2, which that's the other most important stat. And again, I just think her impact on our team is far-reaching. And you know, you talk about players that impact the team and their value. You know, certainly we can go down the list of everybody on our team, and they all have a real value. But at your point guard spot, you better have somebody like Jazz. And if you don't, I don't care who the other 4 are, you're not going to win. Consistently, night in and night out, I think you can look across the country and see teams that have talent up and down their roster, McDonald's All-Americans up and down their roster, but they're not able to figure it out. And in my mind, after 34 years, it's because of your floor general. It's that person that holds everybody accountable and gets them in the right place and sets a tone. And I just think that we've been really blessed. Look, you guys know, if y'all followed us at all, Jazzmun Holmes has been in big moments from the moment she got here. So this isn't her first time to be on center stage. But, you know, our team has played at a high level all year. You win with guard play. These 2 right here, these are 2 of the best. They can absolutely wreck you on offense with their intensity defensively. Jordan has had a great season. Again, averaged almost 3 points a game, a little under 3 as a junior. This year averaging 14 points a game. Has had numerous ball games in the 20s. And so again, just someone that's elevated their game and has been able to impact our team in such a positive way. I knew she was going to do it. I knew what she was capable of. But I don't think people across the country knew, because they didn't see her every day last year, or maybe they didn't recruit her like I did coming out of high school. So this was not a surprise. It was something, though, that needed to happen for us to be successful. And so I think, again, both of these young ladies, these are the dictators in my mind. They dictate tempo both ends of the floor for us. You've heard me say it about Jordan. I don't care what defense you're in, you're not keeping her from getting to her spot. It's just the player that she is. And so, you know, we're really blessed here. You win with guard play. I don't care, you can have all the size in the world. If you don't have guard play, you can't win. Now, if you have guard play, you can't win championships without size. But it starts, to me, with guard play. And these 2 right here have really established themselves, to me, as 2 people that can really alter, dominate, change a game. And we're really, again, really fortunate to have them. They're both playing at a really high level, and we need them to continue to. You get in the tournament, it's all about getting hot. We were hot coming out of the SEC tournament, really coming out of the season. I hate this waiting 2 weeks. This was, you know, a lot was talked about, what, 2 years ago when we put 4 starters on the bench and we put 4 new starters in. Well, we needed to figure some things out and we needed to work on some things. That was great to have 2 weeks. We're hot. We need to be playing, but unfortunately, I don't dictate the schedule, and so we've had to have a little bit. But you know, with this group, because of the minutes played, they probably needed. You know, we took 2 days, Monday, Tuesday. We worked. We just shot Wednesday, practiced Thursday, Friday. I gave them all day Saturday and most of Sunday. We came back last night, worked out about an hour and 45, 2 hours, and then we had a good, crisp workout today. So, you know, we'll be ready. These two will make sure we're ready. Again, just so proud of our team. It's so hard to do, y'all, and to be where we are today with this group. My hat's off to our team. My staff has done an unbelievable job with these kids, and you know, we'll see how long we can play.
Start with Brett on the right.
This is a pretty crowded debate for 1 seeds this year. With how strong the 2 line is in this bracket, is this kind of a continuation of the trend of better parity in this board, and therefore the 1 seed isn't the great advantage that it used to be?
Yeah, I think you absolutely said. They said it too on ESPN. This is probably the year you could have 6 number 1s, and again, I do think that speaks to the parity in our game, and you know, it speaks also of the commitment to women's basketball that universities across the country are making now, and I think they're seeing when you invest in something, you're going to get a return, and so. You know, here at Mississippi State, look, women's basketball is really important, and so I think across the country you're seeing that, and you know, I think that's why we do have the parity in our game, and I think the tournament is really got some tremendous balance to it. Again, just appreciate the committee and their consideration for these kids and this team. They earned it. In my mind, you win the Southeastern Conference Championship outright. You go win the SEC tournament, and particularly win the tournament championship the way we did, scoring as many points as we did. Hey, I think they more than earned where we are today. Now we got to go live it, though. It's over. It's done. Y'all can talk about it. All our fans will talk about it. Now we have to go own it. You know, that's my message to our team is, hey, this is great, but you know what? A little bit, the pressure's on now. You've got to go own that. And that'll be my challenge with this team.
Go to the left with Robbie.
Vic, what's your early impressions on this group coming in? I don't know if you've had a chance to even look at anybody, but you know, South Dakota's played Missouri and beat Missouri, and Amanda Butler's done a good job at Clemson. You're familiar with her, I know. What's your thoughts on this group that's coming in the first?
Sure. So our first round game was Southern. I mean, they won the SWAC. They'll you know, they're going to be a tremendous opponent for us. Great guard play, athleticism, quickness. And so, you know, we'll have to be ready to go on Friday against that group. Again, guards against guards. I think that's going to be a great matchup for us. Certainly the other two with Clemson, I'm very familiar with Amanda. In fact, she and I texted with each other last week. I congratulated her on being Coach of the Year in the ACC. Her team has had a tremendous season. She's gone on there and in one season changed the culture. Gone from 1 win to where they are now at 19-12. So much respect for her and her staff and the job they've done. And so, and then South Dakota. I mean, they year in and year out, they are so disciplined in what they do offensively. They're gonna out execute you if you let them. And the job that their coaching staff does. I mean. We've got a heck of a regional here. I mean, I think our fans are going to really see some great basketball. They're going to see some great players. They're going to see some well-coached teams. And, you know, I'm excited for our fan base because of the game times on Friday night. People can travel. People can get here, whether it's Jackson, Memphis, Birmingham, wherever they're coming from. Because of the game times on Friday, they're going to be able to get here and see 4 really, really good teams in the tournament. So, yeah, it should be a heck of a regional.
We'll go to the very far left with Paul.
Congratulations, Coach. Great seeding for you. Jazz, great player. What is she like on the practice days?
What's she like on the practice floor?
Yes, sir.
You know, again, I think what she brings to our practices is the same thing she brings to the team. And, you know, when she's locked in, our practices are really good. And again, I think for her, the thing that she's done all throughout her career, and it's why she's gotten better, is that she doesn't take days off. You know, her days off in 4 years, you can probably count them on one hand. And again, it just, it's what's allowed her to really become the player she is right now. She has a great understanding of the game. I tell you what she's really good at. She understands her teammates. She knows their strengths. She knows their weaknesses. She knows where they need the ball and at what time. And again, that's what comes with being a great point guard. So, you know, she's been great. And again, you don't get to where she is, and she got there pretty quick now. You know, you don't get to where she is playing at the level that she's really played at her whole career here. Sophomore, junior, senior year without investing. And she's really invested, I think, and embraced being a good player and what it takes to be a great player.
Okay.
Vic, I know you're excited about hosting again this year, but what are your thoughts on getting, I guess, shipped up to Portland should you make it that far?
Yeah, I'll probably defer on that. I've always been a one game at a time guy, and my focus is Friday night, and that's where this team will be. And you know, we'll hope that we can play on Sunday. We'll you know, we're going to fight like heck on Friday and compete and play. Certainly, I think all the regionals, including the one we're in, is stiff. I mean, it's really a lot of parity. And again, we're appreciative of where we are as far as the seeding, and again, I think we've earned it. I don't think there was nothing given to us. If UConn is the number 1-4, then obviously we're not the number 4-1, and so I think these kids earned it, and so I'm excited to see us play, as I always am.
For Jazz, Coach always talks about, you know, you leading the charge, and he feels like you're the top point guard in the country. Last 3 years, he's said the same thing about Morgan, about leading the team in the tournament. How excited are you to have that opportunity to be, you know, kind of the head of the stake, so to speak, going into tournament play for the team?
It's exciting. I know my teammates look up to me, and whenever I'm going, they're going. So I just have to keep a level head going into the tournament, doing things that work for us the entire year. So just keeping a level head and doing things that I need to do to stay healthy and stay prepared for the tournament and the games to come.
Come to the back right for TV.
Coach, and I apologize if this was asked, I was a little late, but when did you find out the brackets had been leaked early, and what was your reaction?
Yeah, let's just say I got it early. And, you know, my reaction, it was, you know, a little bit disappointment, because I think the excitement for these kids, for our players, for our fans, you know, it's you know, it's, to me, that's what makes this day so special. And so a little bit of me was disappointed, you know, for those folks. You know, obviously when I found out, I was excited. You know, it wouldn't matter what time of day or where I was, but I was actually getting back. I was in Lubbock this morning watching a junior college national tournament, and was just landing when my phone started blowing up. My son Logan, he actually thinks he's the one that broke it to me, but I haven't told him yet. He was a few minutes late.
We'll go to Ben in the middle.
Coach, you mentioned having time off and obviously a hot end to the season. How do you what specifically goes into maintaining that in that 2 week span?
Yeah, so we shot Wednesday. We lifted and shot Wednesday. Thursday and Friday was fairly, you know, just a common day of practice. We got our men's practice team back last night. We did some situational stuff and scrimmaged a little bit, which I thought was good. it showed that our edge was not as sharp as it has been, and that we needed to really get back into that groove. And so today's workout was again, I thought, pretty good. We got up and down, and so we'll get it back. I look forward to the week. I look forward to these kids. Really, Jo has been great these last couple days. She's really brought it in practice, and so I look forward to getting back and preparing. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we play Friday. So it's going to be here before you know it, and that's what I want these kids to understand. You start this time of year now, it's one and done. And so you got to start thinking, this is winding down. How long do you want it to go? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Because that's what's in front of you right now.
Tyler, and we'll go to Brian.
You spoke at length about Jazz, and deservedly so, about how important she is to this team. A little bit off topic, but sort of along those same lines. I'm curious where you think this team would be without Anriel Howard. Obviously, when you're a #1 seed, you have to have every player contributing to make that a reality. So where do you think you would be without, if Anriel Howard had never transferred here?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Obviously, first of all, Anriel Howard has been a tremendous blessing to us. What she's brought to our team, the energy. Y'all have heard me ramble on and on about her and her value to this team. It's just really been a tremendous. I've enjoyed coaching her. She brings nothing but a smile and positive energy every day, and I think we've developed her a little bit. We've expanded her role, and as far as what it's been in her previous 3 years to where it is now, I think she's a completely different player, quite honest. And so I think her time here is really, again, her value with this team is off the chart. Now, what you guys have to keep in mind is if she hadn't have been here, you're probably looking at Chloe playing the 4. And so Chloe at the 4, not the rebounder that Anriel is, but certainly can stretch it, shoot it, pass it. Offensively would be would be a tremendous asset for us, and so it would have thrown some other guards in the mix a little quicker. And so then you have to think, okay, well then would she have ever gotten hurt? And so ifs and buts, you know the saying, but it's just, for Anriel, she's brought so much to our team and to our game in both ends. Her athleticism, she's such an explosive rebounder, and she just plays really hard. And we're so blessed to have her, and we certainly, we probably wouldn't be the team we are today.
One thing you've talked about all year long is you didn't feel like this team had quite reached its potential. You felt like they weren't quite there yet.
Still aren't.
That's my question. Here at the NCAA tournament, how close do you feel the team is to getting there?
Yeah, I broke down our Arkansas film. I'll give you an example. I broke down the Arkansas film on the plane this morning, and by the time I got done, I had 3 pages of notes and times from the game where we were just not good, that we've clipped, and we'll watch them tomorrow. Now, that's a game you win by 31 in a championship game, and I've got 3 pages of notes that are about things that we're not doing well. And again, the film doesn't lie. It's not like I'm having to manufacture stuff. These are things that are glaring to me, that are things that we have got to get better on and work on. So, but that's what's exciting. This team has excited me all year. And the reason is because they possess the potential to be the best ever. Now, they've already done some things that would relate to being the best ever. Outright championship, winning the SEC tournament championship. But as Jazz alluded to earlier, this is about one more. Anything less than that, they probably, you will think, I won't, but people in our community, people will think, well, they didn't live up to their billing, and that's completely not fair. But for us, for what we feel, it's about one more. And I think for us, in this particular team, that's the exciting thing for me, is that I know what they're capable of. They're not there yet. We have so much room to grow, both ends of the floor, and that's what's exciting and the challenge for me. It's up to me to get it out of them. At the end of the day, that's my job as the coach. And so that's my challenge. That's why you watch film, you go back, you evaluate practice film, and you keep coaching and teaching. Jazz will tell you, yesterday I was jacked in practice. I was fired up because I want it so bad for them. And so I'm excited about our future.
Jordan, being a student athlete, can you kind of describe what it's like to go from class during the week and then to a game on Friday night, an NCAA tournament game on Friday night?
Well, I've graduated, so I don't have that problem anymore.
You can talk about last year.
But last year, it was very difficult, just missing so much classwork, especially towards the end of the semester. And, I mean, it was hard to, just juggle all that, but we got a lot of great people around us, academic advisors and tutors and stuff that help us get on track. I mean, we have study hall every time we play away, and especially during the tournament, we had a lot of study hall time. So they do a good job of making sure we stay on track. So it was hard, but it wasn't that hard with the help.
Jordan, Coach mentioned you had 2 really good days of workouts. Just talk about your preparation and what do you attribute that to? Senior coming down the stretch of your senior season. Just what is your mindset?
Yeah. Any moment, any game could be my last game. So I'm just excited, really. Winning the championship and taking a couple days off, I just feel refreshed and excited to go.
Anything else, guys? Okay. Thank you,
Hey,
ladies.
appreciate y'all being here. Praise the Lord and go Dogs.